Spirit are from. What the hell? It's literally
good for you,
in Dota. Do you ever even enter Dota?
Good for you, man. I'm really happy for you and your Crownfall experience.
You were lucky this time.
Okay. So you didn't really experience Crownfall that much. I'm gonna assume you didn't play much of the Minesweeper. But anyways, we are here in the game right now. Late smoke from Parivision going for a kill. Is this a good level 1 kill lineup? This doesn't seem that way.
I mean, they have a lot of AoE abilities between reflections, spirits on the Phoenix, even the Breathe Fire, so not too bad. Both lineups kind of 50-50 on 5v5, but it might be for OG that smoke will work. Crystallis, his smoke will break first. No, he just needs to run the other side, man. No, he's gonna get caught. Who gets the first blood? Who do you give this first blood to?
Monkey
You have
King,
all
man.
the time in the world to choose.
Can they kill him? Imagine if the Dragon Knight lives. Okay, blood grenades, that.
No way,
addition.
but they're coming on the rune. They're gonna see the Crystal Maiden, so at least they're gonna have 3 runes for this first blood, and 9 is getting, which is very helpful when you lane against something like Queen of Pain mid, which is a hard counter to Monkey King. So this 300 bonus starting gold just might be a difference to what happens in this lane.
Do we see 2 points in Shadow Strike with the Queen of Pain versus a Monkey, or is that spell just bad?
Quite often, I think we do, but depends on how first few ways go. I think it really does depend. Whisper takes a beating.
Yep, they really
But
did.
He did
block the
succeed.
creeps.
Yeah, exactly. He did what we wanted to do. He's gonna have lane on his tower. Ari's gonna try to block the camps. Very nice tower for the Doom.
Okay, we have a pause once again so we can talk about the lanes. So Doom versus the Enchantress Dragon Knight. Doom should usually be decent in that lane. How well is he gonna do actually?
I mean, Doom is always decent against the ENG because of the level 2 Devour that he can take and eat the ENG creep, but ENG is still annoying. She just right-clicks you away. She got nerfed slightly again, but she's still gonna do the ENG thing. As we see, 5 players from Parivision disconnect because the Monkey King visual bug is still there for some reason in the game. Maybe it's a feature at this point.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to work. They just don't like how the game was made. Talk to me about the position for Terrorblade. So again, pulling out something weird there on a position 4. Did you expect it when you saw the Terrorblade? Because the panel was kind of leaning towards the position 3 Terrorblade.
It's more favorable in pubs right now to have a position 3 Terrorblade, but I think they having the specialist like DM that can pull out the Phoenix off lane and seeing the matchup maybe made it switch out. And the 9 class is just, it's up to him too. He's the one that he's the player that basically invented the TB4 in competitive meta. Of course, it always comes from pubs, and he's very, very comfortable playing this hero. So I think that's the reason behind it.
And what about the Phoenix versus an Ursa and a Snapfire, right? How is that gonna work?
I mean, the egg is in the problem, but the lane is still very nice for Phoenix. You know, the Ursa just has like a 40 damage. He has 60. He still struggles with the fire spirits, and as we see so far, the casual harassment is just very annoying in this lane.
Just so the viewers are aware, Milan has a screenshot of Ursa's damage, and whenever we are talking about the draft and I mention Ursa, he sends me the screenshot of the Ursa damage.
It's just pathetic. It's just freaking pathetic, like 40 damage here. But still, in some combinations, in some matchups, Ursa can be very strong. And as we see, OG thinks it's an answer to DK. You need this quote-unquote infinite damage hero like Morphling, like Ursa to deal with this DK, and I don't think in essence the idea is bad. X-Nova, they're gonna make a go on 9 class here. He goes for a body block. There should be another spell from Crystal Maiden coming out, and 9 class.
He's pretty speedy. Ursa will be able.
Speedy.
Oh, there's another one, and he does have just enough vision, cutting the tree there, making sure no Fog of War stops them from getting the second kill, and much needed for Ursa. I mean, he's being demolished in that lane.
Yeah, still pretty costly. Probably like few denies and a big camp open for the kill. So both sides are kind of not great, not terrible in terms of this trade. Maybe even 9 class being a little bit happy with that. I think it will set up for a further domination in this lane.
Yeah, plus Crystal Maiden doesn't have any mana left, right? Plus he's not level 3 just yet, so he's definitely going to be struggling in that regard. Bottom lane, Dragonite farming, Doom farming, pretty much going quite solid here. Ari did go for the Ricochet on the Snapfire. That's interesting. We usually see full bore. What is the reasoning behind this?
I think it's just a preference. In some lanes, maybe he wants to be more aggressive. I think the Ricochet might help with it, and I enjoy it. I'm a boomer. I don't like changes, so I just go with it because it's what I'm used to.
Okay.
And top lane, we're gonna see a die Savage 6-tick, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. He's just gonna fall. Maybe they even go for X-Node.
Yeah,
this is the
bonus.
What we talked about. Oh, 9 class, they need to be careful. They're tanking the tower. 9 class, hello, but
please attack the creep. Yeah, finally he does it. If he was any other hero, he would have died, but a Terrorblade with 1 billion armor, you're fine, and doesn't go for the reflection. X-Nova somehow lives there. I thought he was dead 100%.
The trees were his friend there, and he just jukes them out. But still, the big boy acquired, Ursa dying, abusing. The Ursa weakness, it's the laning stage. It's just a story of these traditional carries. The laning stage is too hard, especially against these pro pesky players that pick up like a Phoenix off lane and whatnot. It's just hard to live through.
Yep, and you're a Battle Fury hero, so you kind of need a good laning stage. And well, this didn't happen. Do we go maybe to the? You said you're a boomer. Do we go to the old Ursa where Battle Fury wasn't the way to go, but people are gonna go something like a Diffusal Blade?
He just way too old, and like I feel like Diffusal is even worse because you kind of need to like win the lane and then dominate through that. So I think it's unlikely. It's just not fair, you know. Heroes like DK have a built-in Battle Fury. You have to spend like 5,000 gold on it, so it's just some heroes have it easier.
It makes sense.
Speaking of DK,
well, there it is. He has his built-in Battle Fury. He's gonna be cutting trees. No, wait, that's a Quelling Blade. But doesn't matter. Whisper is still in a lot of trouble. Quite speedy though. But nice Scatter Blast as well. Whisper is still running through. He's healing somewhat. Turning it around. If he can get this kill before he dies, would be great. But in the end, he will be burned by Crystallis, who gets his spell back and takes him out.
A very important kill for this Parivision side. I think enabling this DK and like what we saw, what Spirit did with it game 1. With Satanic not dying in the lane, having a free lane, is just a recipe for success. What? Top lane?
The top lane. They are taking the tower, man. Bringing in the Centaur as well. That's the tankiest hero here with the Siege Creep wave. It's gonna be so hard to defend this.
We talked about
Crystal Maiden?
ENG is gonna do ENG things. Yeah, Crystal Maiden is gonna help with it, but this pressure is not gonna stop. But 2-2 on Rune. It will be probably 50-50, but no one wants to... Yeah, it's just 50-50 and OG gets lucky and gets the Invis Rune.
He actually doesn't want to get it on the Monkey King. Will allow the Snapfire to get it. I mean, he's not a bottle hero, so 9 doesn't really need that one.
We'll see if he can do something with this Invis Rune. On the top lane, Ducal is still around. He's going to get frostbitten. Ursa comes, one of the better heroes against the ENG, although he doesn't have Untouchable, and it's going to be a quick kill. Ducal is just stepping a little bit too far.
Yep, you need to be careful of that. Crystal Maiden plus Ursa, that is a big kill combo. Still, even with 2 kills going the way of the Ursa, I mean, okay, this one he didn't get, but still, he is just underfarmed so
Queen of Pain
much.
Deep that's a commitment. Whisper is gonna get slowed. There is a Sonic Wave.
He's standing his ground. Let's see. This is hard to chase. He can definitely deny Whisper if he wants to with the extra damage. Threatening with the Boundless Strike smacks Crystallis. And that's going to be it. Both of the mid laners rotate. Nobody dies.
Not great, not terrible for either side, but I think it favors a little bit OG with the Sonic Wave expanded as it being such a long cooldown. The top lane, they're making a slight wraparound, but this is a big commitment. Phoenix is tanky, probably has a lot of stick charge. It goes in, Ursa.
Bye-bye. It's just so hard. And look at Xnova this time around through the trees. He's not going to be drinking. He might bring down 9 class this time around. He does transfer the attack to the creeps a little bit earlier. As Ari shows himself for a second, decides it's bad to be there. 9. Also, we'll have to wait for somebody to assist him.
Perfect synergy from the Parivision, just showing once again, even the game 1 today that we saw, the early game of them, they pick the strong heroes in the lanes, but they also execute. Perfect timing to come top, double kill plus tower. It doesn't get much better for this. And 8-minute rune, 50-50, it's gonna be bottom, but no one will get it. A huge rune to pick up. Or will he? He does in the end.
I know it's far away from where we are at now, but if Parivision goes through to play versus 1-win, it's going to be very cool to see the two teams that are very, very good at the laning phase go against each other in those first 10 minutes, because it feels like today 1-win and Parivision have been winning their lanes. Losing some games, but still
Ari?
winning the lanes. Diving, Cookie gonna be used. Is that a last meal? Not really. He does have friends that are gonna be helping him survive. No one, however, with the haste, can do whatever the hell he wants. It's very hard to bring down this Queen of Pain, even without it. Boundless Strike only onto 9 class underneath the tower. He's in trouble, but the Sonic will line up only onto 1. It is still good enough if you bring down 9, and they will be able to do so. DM Egg is at the ready, so dive is very much possible if he wants to go that route. He will be doing it. Whisper will try to get the Egg down. Ari coming close, and no, Whisper is not gonna have the attack speed to do so. It means the DM will now be doing a ton of damage to Whisper as well. Flying around, not wanting to get doomed, and Whisper is just going to be burning down. The devil himself cannot handle the heat. Parivision outplaying OG left and right.
Who, as Twitch chat would say, get wrecked, sons. I mean, Parivision putting on a show, putting on a clinic. They're just using spells to perfection. Focusing Monkey first, then putting this Egg to tank the tier 2 tower, living on 1 hit. I don't know. They did everything they needed to make it perfect, and I don't know. They're just putting a clinical show in this game 1 and this early game of this elimination series.
Ursa has no components of the Battle Fury.
He has all of them in quick buy.
Yeah, that's true. And he does have one of them, the Quelling Blade. That's also a great one. Very good position to be in with the Enchantress, looking to overtake all 3 of your cores in the nearest future if this continues.
At least the 50-50 rune favors the Monkey King. Most importantly, Queen of Pain doesn't get it, but Ducalis doing the Ench things, one of the better Enches out in the scene, getting the offlane tower, now getting the mid tower, and OG is gonna try to say the offense is best defense, gonna try to make a move of their own, try to use this Doom, maybe on this Dragon Knight.
Let's see, Crystallis, is he gonna get caught? Monkey King in the vicinity, goes onto the trees, they see him quite nicely. Xnova coming over, he doesn't have his ulti. Doom is pretty speedy, getting close. Crystallis in a lot of trouble with the Boundless Strike, they might not even need the Doom. Greedy to not use it, but with nobody really rotating, Parivision don't care, but they're gonna be trying to get a carry kill of their own. Ursa has the Enrage, has a TP out, and that is enough to survive.
They actually used Glyph for tier 1 mid, and instantly signed to go dive top. 9 class in trouble.
Oh, nice Doom during the dive. That might mean that the Phoenix might get taken out and he will be able to stun him. Still, he's surviving. He's pretty tanky on the Phoenix, getting himself away. The Boundless Strike as well. He will have the Egg fairly soon, even if the Monkey King gets close. Can he kill this Egg on his own? It is going to be very close, but he does have the attack speed there, even through the 6 attacks. 9 has his ulti as well, standing his ground. Let's see. The Doomcock's man will help him fight no one, and for the time being, he is strong enough, but Shadow Strike on him, not allowing him to get into the trees, and that means that the Monkey King will die, even with his ulti being active. Queen of Pain not having any mana, the right clicks will be more than enough to get that kill.
It looked for a moment good for OG that is the fight that's gonna help them turn around this game, but in the end, still a pretty big victory for Parivision, killing this Monkey. I would say the most important hero in this OG potential comeback.
That was very close to the Monkey King being taken down from the trees. He jumped on a tree, and the Doom was expiring in half a second. And I think DM was just spamming the R button if he takes him down from the tree. And then even the Phoenix lives. It would have been full disaster. But still, this way, it's still a disaster, but not that much.
They're gonna still keep on pressure in this top tower. As I talked about, using the Glyph for your tier 1 tower, on the mid, it doesn't get refreshed, and Parivision experienced team, I mean players experienced as them will abuse these mistakes. One looking to jump back Nova.
Has a date on as well. That is a very dead Crystal Maiden.
Very satisfying. There's not many as satisfying things in Dota as purging someone down with the Dagon.
I don't understand, man. Usually support players are very sensitive to another support being taken out, but Milan here is seems to be enjoying.
I'm a Dota 1 player, bro. I used to build Blink, Dagon, and every single hero. That was just life.
Did they call it Red Rose with in your local PC game clubs as well? Because that was kind of the
no, they called it the good life. You just buy Blink and you buy the Dagon and you own the noobs.
That's how it goes. And Parivision, they seem to be doing just that, because this game feels easy for them. 14 minutes in, they're 8K gold ahead. All three of their cores topping the network chart. Enchantress still very close to their cores. Phoenix coming over. X-Nova once again. Is he just gonna be ticking out? This is very sad for him. Dies before getting a TP back to the base. It felt like it was a longer TP, but in a fountain it's always 3 seconds. It's just that the time slowed down while we watch him die.
It's a poor Crystal Maiden, you know, and even ENG, Ducal is threatening to go for this room, forcing out rotations. Parivision at this point playing with OG. This was a similar story against the Spirit, but is OG good enough at comebacking like Spirit? It's gonna be a hard task, man.
It's not impossible, I guess. Once the Ursa gets his 20-minute Battle Fury, he's finally gonna start farming, but they are losing ground. That is the problem. Even when you get that Battle Fury, your farm is not gonna be as fast as you would like. So what's gonna be the timing? Are we expecting like 16 minutes for Savage?
I don't know about the Savage, but they're gonna have to do something before, because we all know what happens if DK hits his timing, and that means the game ends. So better to think about what to do soon with this Doom, maybe a BKB on him, plus a Monkey King item, and a fight around some objective. I don't know, man. It seems like a very hard situation for me.
Yep, it is a catastrophic situation. Nine is going for an Orchid, it seems, on the Monkey King, so he will be able to kill the Queen of... No, he won't. Queen of Pain is 600 gold away from a Yule Scepter. That's a problem, but this could be a good play.
Yeah, this is risky, but a very good move if it works. And it seems like, you know, sometimes even the best drop the ball. I'm sure if Pari knew this was happening, they would contest. But sometimes when you're owning the game so much and you play against a hero that's not played so much, like Ursa, you just forget he can take Rush with another dude. And that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna be like, okay, we forget, guys, doesn't matter.
Maybe they're just trying to be like, can we win versus OG if we don't take a Roche and don't contest the Roche? Just let them have every single one. Whisper, gonna be found. There's the reflection. Phoenix diving in. This time around, not gonna get doomed while that's happening. They're keeping their distance, and in the end, that is gonna be very nice spell usage to bring down another hero and pressure the mid-tier 2.
Yeah, DM showcasing the strength of this Phoenix, like 16 minutes threads, double bracer Shivas, so much damage. And the strength heroes like Doom, they just look like the mirror paper at Crystallis. There's gonna be a cookie. They're forcing something, but he's so tanky. He's like,
Yeah, Ursa is also but in a different way, because he is being destroyed here. There is an egg available if you need a TP out, going to be used by the Ursa, not going to be allowed. There's a Yule Scepter, instant tip, of course, 23 Savage. He's going to have a little bit more money in his pocket in terms of tips, but a little bit less when it comes to Dota gold, so it is going to be no one that gets the kill in the end there with the Scream.
Unfortunately, on his Battle Fury Aegis timing, he's just gonna sit in Fontaine and watch the game being played out. I mean, getting caught like that, it's similar thing. Like, you have Aegis, you feel like you're somewhat strong, something maybe you can farm more aggressive, but no, like you're 10k behind. This Aegis doesn't mean anything. You're just taking that away from your enemy. Just go back and farm safely, because this Queen of Pain, guess what? She already has the Yules. with the Dega mid 70, she's out of this world farm, and Yules is the best item against Ursa. It's literally impossible to play against it this early in the game.
Yeah, I really like the Yules here, and that's why I'm not a super big fan of the Orchid on the Monkey King. Because you have a Nurse on your side. You know that the Yules is going to be something that multiple heroes on the side of Parivision are going to want to get, and then you get an Orchid. So now you won't be able to kill the Queen of Pain, you won't be able to kill the Phoenix, and she's also a hard kill for the Monkey King. I mean, who do you kill? A Terrorblade? Nobody really cares.
No, give this man a break.
They're going to give him a break.
I mean, they're just gonna go and hit this tier 3 tower, even without the DK. Parivision just doing whatever the hell they want, and OG is just like trying to figure out if there's a way to react.
Well, they're gonna bring in the Crystal Maiden. That is the way to react, and maybe not the best one, because Xnova is gonna be in a lot of trouble. Phoenix getting in, he doesn't egg aggressively, and there's the Sunder. The save allows him to blink away. They will be getting the Doom onto the Phoenix, definitely not enough to kill him. Now the Boundless Strike onto the ground doesn't hit anybody at all. They're trying to do more than what their spells are capable of, because that is what OG needs to play this game right now. But it does look like a disaster, and very much a game that you cannot come back into.
OG is just crumbling. I don't know what the hell is happening. They're just bringing heroes one by one. As you say, Crystal Maiden solo coming. He just gets jumped by Quap. Even without the egg, he didn't have mana. They use a Doom on Phoenix, but to no avail. It's just a disaster.
Yep, that would be a good way to put it. They don't get the melee Raxes, but tier 3 down. Range Raxes down. 14k gold lead, the game out of its hands. What is Dota Plus say? 5% OG? I'd say that's pretty fair, but in competitive gameplay, 19 minutes in, 5% is basically zero.
I would say that's pretty hopeful at this point. You know, if the heroes were reversed, then you could say maybe, that there's gonna be some DK timing, but losing this much and still playing as DK, it's hella scary. And mid lane 9 is he's just gonna get a break. All the OG heroes, maybe he lives.
Fire Spirit, he does dodge it.
Should be fine.
Okay, that branch is not gonna be used for firewood, not this winter at least. So he gets himself away just in time.
Ursa trying to take this Tormentor. One of the strong points of this hero is that he basically can solo the Tormentor, but if he tries to go, it's just only gonna get worse.
You're gonna know.
Oh no, he's going for it. He's taking a risk. What?
Oh my god, it's one of those situations where you maybe just call GG or try to kill the Tormentor, die, and then they'll call GG. I think it was Sumail that did it in one of the games. They were losing super hard. Queen of Pain going aggressively. Whisper with the TP out. He's going to be successful. Xnova, of course, not going to be as lucky.
That was a good freezing field. That was a good measure. And just farming some damage onto heroes. But I think in this situation as OG, yeah, of course you think of the angles, what you can do, the BKB on Doom, now you smoke S2, you try to go get a pickup.
Maybe they can catch the Phoenix. He is isolated.
They don't see him yet. They might bump into him.
Oh, that was a good idea from OG to try to find them, since they know that not everybody was on the top lane, just one or two heroes. But unfortunately, they just guessed wrong.
You just have to try something. Like the further behind you are, the desperate you get, and the wildest takes you have to make. Like, just try something, and they're gonna go back to base because they don't have TPs ready. And Parivision, are they gonna take it slowly, wait for next rush, or they're just gonna go? Phoenix jumps in.
Oh, look at Xnova, how he's dying. That impetus misses on the high ground with the Sonic Wave. That one does not miss. The two supports just died to it. No one is beyond godlike. And once again, he's unstoppable on his Queen of Pain. He did lose the previous game when he owned with this hero, but I think that a lot of teams are going to be thinking about banning this versus him. He plays it a lot in pubs. He definitely crushes with it in competitive gameplay, and Whisper just had to pop a BKB to survive in the middle of his base.
At least have a better matchup against it. He just feels like he gets it in a free matchup in the mid and a free game, and he's just dominating. this game. BKB popped the monkey game defensively. Only both BKB 9 seconds, not getting anything on the side of OG. Oh, what else you can do without it? Savage is gonna come back. He's gonna try. You cannot blame them for trying, but just the angles here, they're just very slim.
Yeah, you can't really find a good one to engage. Only the Dragonite is showing up. Even without the Aegis, this hero looks very hard to kill. And even if you do kill him, it is gonna come at a cost. Now there's a Lincoln Sphere on the Queen of Pain. Even those little chances, big spells of OG that you're relying on, you can now deal against them with the extra items of the 19k gold lead already.
And now bringing all the OG heroes to the base, forcing everything. What they're gonna do? They're just gonna chill out, go to their triangle, kill that Tormentor of their own, pick up that Wisdom, you know, maybe wait for the next rush. The Parivision, I mean, they're doing just what their position allows. They can do whatever the hell they want. And now I would say they're even torturing the OG with this.
Yeah, this does look like a torture for OG, probably for a lot of their fans. They did do well in the recent qualifier. They beat Tundra, they beat Gaming Gladiators, but they still did not qualify. And here, in the one-win fall series, it seems like it's another downfall for the team. But it's only game one. This is a best of 3. Even if they lose, which very likely to do, they've still got a shot.
Maybe that game 1 against OneWin was a little bit demoralizing, but I think I definitely agree with you. This is just the start of the series. Even though if they lose this, it says a lot that they're still trying hard to come back into this game. Almost that it doesn't seem possible at all. Like they just need to keep their head up.
Yep, and they are not gonna be bowing down to anyone. And Ari, poor staffing away. Is really not as fast as no one. A couple of more hits, Shadow Strike damage, finishes him off. It just looks very, very easy for them to continue getting these kills.
Yeah, I mean, no one... This is sort of a masterclass on Queen of Pain, 11-0-7. He's just playing without mistakes. And top lane, did they spot the monkey and they're pinging him out, or he's pinging them out? Ooh, they find him. He has a BKB.
But doesn't have a TP, has a shard, gets away for the time being. The damage continues to slow him down. There's the Shadow Strike. He's gonna be using his silence onto the Lincolns. The Queen of Pain, she's gonna be doing the silencing, but will not be silenced herself. Beyond Godlike, Roche Open, and Parivision this time around, they're not gonna allow OG to sneak it.
Almost feels unfair, you know. The Queen of Pain is so huge, has the Lincoln against this Orc. It just feels like the monkey has zero chances there. They're gonna take the rush, and I don't think they're gonna be looking back to their side of the map from this point. I think they're just gonna beeline to end this game.
Yep, they are gonna be doing exactly that once this ends. Is OG thinking of going through the twin gates? Please don't do it. Just stay away. But they might not be going through it, but Parivision will.
Parivision's coming. This could be a potential chance for OG. They have a ward, they have everything.
No, they're not gonna do it. They understand that there's no reason to risk it. Probably they wouldn't want to fight anyways, but it can be dangerous.
I like the discipline for Parivision. Usually, you know, this is like, when you think about going through these gates after rush and not seeing anyone on the map, you're like, yeah, let's go, guys, let's go together. And then usually it ends up being a troll, so they just reconsider. They're like, let's take it normally, guys. And Crystal is gonna come up, BKB, Age is ready, level 18. This DK, he's looking to end it.
We're hearing some Sonic waves in the backlines. There used to be a carry there. He's no longer available. 23 Savage taken down. That's another hero without a buyback. And Whisper has to pop a BKB. GG finally called OG. I mean, they have been aware that you cannot win this game for quite some